What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a new episode of Lazy Sundays with Dionte
and NiJa
and Sherelle.
Special guest today.
Yes, it's my BFF. She's in town.
Oh, it's a nap.
Yes.
What's going on with y'all too? How was everybody's week?
Well, how was your week? Because you just got in yesterday.
My week was okay. The people at work be trying to stress me out.
Yes.
You know how that goes. So I was happy to hop on a flight and come home.
Yeah.
But it's cold AF here, and all I got is
Freezing.
a hoodie and a jean jacket.
Yes.
Freezing.
Yeah, like she never lived in Virginia
Orlando,
before.
So it's always sunny and pretty outside. So
Yes.
Yeah, it's not sunny or pretty outside right now, bro.
It's windy.
Yeah.
It's windy.
I'm happy to be here.
That's good. My week was the same. A whole bunch of cleaning, preparing for the holidays. We basically did the same thing. Everybody did their little maintenance today. He got his little haircut.
Listen.
I got my brows done.
Listen, man. Just regular stuff.
Yes.
You know.
Your brows do look good.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Even though the lady was rushing, but I'm not gonna get on to that. She was getting on my nerves. But anyways, let's get into these discussions. All right, so I wanted to talk about this because I feel like I haven't addressed that, and I'm not going to address it in this podcast. But when I used to work in the traditional, workspace, these are things that I always wondered how people felt about this because I would see it happening around the office. So my question is, how would you feel if your spouse was really close with the opposite sex that they work with? Like, how would you feel about that? Like their interaction or their closeness with like a female? Like, how would you feel?
Now, before we get into it, just a little bit of, as far as contacts, what was the the guy, TJ from NBC, him and the lady, I'm sure everybody heard at this point.
TJ Holmes and Amy Roback.
Yeah,
that was their
as
names.
you can see, they've been friends, apparently close friends for a long time, which obviously, as everybody's seen, it's been a little closer than what everybody thought.
Yeah, they ended up having like this whole cheating scandal.
First off, I'm always confused when people be doing that, but then they go on vacation with people.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
How you
Why
figure
you going
you're not
on
going to run
vacation
into
with your
somebody?
Yeah.
Come on,
and then
man.
y'all got to know to be famous.
Yes.
We're
Out in the open.
We're in the middle of Oklahoma at a bar.
Yeah, no.
Don't think
Like
nobody
a
going to notice.
seed.
Who is this
Right.
mixed man with curls? You don't fit in here. Come on, man. You look like you've been sneaky. But anyway.
Yeah. But how would you feel about that? I'll start with you since you're the guest. How would you feel?
I think it would depend on like the work dynamic. I feel like certain people, like based off of the role that you have at work, it requires you to work closely with certain people. You know what I mean? Now,
That's very true.
if you were in a whole nother department, like I'm in finance, you know what I'm saying, out in the field.
We ain't got nothing to do with each other.
Why are we going to lunch
Exactly.
together?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
very true.
So I just feel like
That's true.
it's like it just kind of
Good point.
depends, and then it kind of depends on what kind of person is it. You know. Now look.
So if she looked like a snack a little bit, then you might be a little.
Yes.
I don't want her to just be all together and y'all
Watch out,
little
man.
pencil skirt and stuff,
But you know
stilettos.
what? At the end of the
like
day,
who's
I
this?
feel
Sound like somebody trying to get a promotion.
it's not even a lack of
You wanna
trust
get
in your
smacked.
partner. It's a lack of trust in the other person. So I mean, I
okay.
guess even if it was a friend outside of work or work, I want to kind of know the person. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
Like, let's go, have lunch. You
Yeah.
know, so you kind of like get a vibe for the person.
That's
So,
true. That's true.
yeah.
What do you think?
I have similar feelings to it. I mean, I feel like like she said, you probably want to meet the individual because guys, I feel like you can kind of get the vibe of what's happening here. Are you trying to talk to her, or is this just like we're just cool and we work close to each other? Because I think it's weird to say that you shouldn't have friends of the opposite sex or nor communicate with them, but I feel like you can figure out very quickly what that other person is trying to do.
No, that's very true. Yeah, I do agree with both of y'all. The thing that stuck out to me is what you said. I do feel like it depends on the job, like the setting. Because some stuff, it just warrants that. Like what y'all do, it's like sometimes y'all have to meet real estate agents, and they may a lot of times be females. And if you're getting business with them, y'all go sit down and y'all eat. that is normal to do, but when it's a type of job where it's like you don't really have to go out to eat with her, like while y'all having lunch, that can get a lot of it can get really weird unless I feel like it's something that you voice to your spouse and say, hey, me and some coworkers, or me and Michelle, you know what I'm saying, like we gonna go, and it's like it's just that communication, because I don't ever want to get a phone call of I seen Dionte and he was. Nobody really wants that. It's just because then it has more to do with you and your spouse than him and his coworker. Because it's like, well, why didn't you tell your wife or your girlfriend that now she rolling up here all angry and I ain't even did nothing?
You definitely got to say something in that situation.
Yes, I feel
because
like
then it automatically looks like it's something else than what it is.
Yes. Okay, so we have some questions that we want to do. From the Let's Get Deep game. So we're each going to pick a card and we're going to discuss what's on the card. So, our guest of honor, I gotta let you go first.
I gotta pick it from the top.
Okay, let me. Lord, I don't know how to play cards. All right.
Clearly.
All right. Everybody don't know how to play spades.
This ain't even spades. This is like cards with questions on it.
Okay, so this says, what is something you know now that you wish you knew when you were younger?
Oh, wow.
Something, okay, that's a good one. Something I know now that I wish I knew when I was younger is let things go. And sometimes you have to let people go, you have to let things go, you have to let situations go. Holding on to something for longer than it's supposed to be in your life does more harm than it does good. But when you're younger, it's kind of like, you want to keep that same relationship. You want to keep that same friendship because it's all you know.
Yep.
And there's a part of you that feels like that's what being loyal is, or that's what, you know.
Yeah.
So
like the longevity of situations.
Exactly. So I just wish that I would have let things go. It doesn't mean like holding grudges, but just like let things go.
Yeah, just let it go. Move on. Yeah.
That's something.
That was good. Okay.
Oh, you're not going to...
No, because it's going to be long if we all...
do you necessarily be...
do you want to answer?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Going to answer everything.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, honestly, if I can talk to Dionte back then, I always joke about this, but I'm so serious. I would definitely tell him all the lotto numbers for this specific date.
Really? I thought he was about to say something really
profound.
Because we're trying to win here. That's the easiest way, because I already seen the numbers, bro. Just write this down. Wait for this day.
So you can get that money.
So we can get the money.
Oh, okay.
Come on, man.
All right. Okay.
Y'all win.
I hope I can find you there in my new life.
But see, things would change because now you done changed the time. Anyways,
no,
okay.
But my real answer.
Okay, go ahead.
She trying to move through this so fast.
Because you be playing. Go ahead.
Anyway, my real answer, I would tell myself back in the day to not be afraid to do new things. Because I feel like, you know, it's always, you look back on things. And not saying that I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, able to put myself out there and try different things and do different things that I wanted to do. But I feel like I guess you want to start doing that sooner in life than what you started at. Like, it's more of a mid-20s. You're like, hey, I should really start to enjoy this. But let's take it back to high school or so and be like, no, really enjoy life and do do such and such. And start from that point. That way, because who knows where your life would turn out if you start from that point and you just, you know, not be afraid and just put yourself out there for whatever the thing may be.
No, that's I kind of want to take that one. That's very true.
I know you do.
Mine would be kind of along the lines of what you were saying, obviously, because we're friends, so we friends. But anyways, it would be more of like a personal thing, like basically saying like you're enough. Because I feel like when you're younger, you tend to internalize so much more and think it's you. Like everything is your fault. And this is the reason why this is happening. And you should do something better. Or you should just take this because this is enough. And I think I think a lot of times when you're young, you tend to do that. So that's something that I wish I knew then. Because I would have let a lot of stuff go sooner. And I wouldn't have had things linger a lot more and then have it, you know, give more damage in my later adult life.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's a good one.
All right.
That's a good one.
Oh, well, I'll let you pick. Here it is.
I hope I get one of the ones that I picked. What's the worst date you've ever been on?
You can pick another one if you don't have one. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, let me pick another one then.
Okay.
We'll pick another one then. Would you be willing to have horrible nightmares every night for a year if you would be rewarded with extraordinary wealth? So basically, would you have nightmares for a year if it meant that you could be rich?
No, I can't, because I internalize stuff a lot and it will affect my life and I would never sincerely be happy.
But that's why I would, because it don't.
For me, same thing. I feel like it's kind of like along the lines of like, I ain't trying to be old, but it's but kind of like selling your soul to the devil.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Where it's just kind of like, I'm going to reward you with all of these riches and all of these things, but it's going to be at the cost of your mental health. It's going to be at the cost of... Because one thing about nightmares are like, that's something serious.
I think it depends on what's a nightmare to you, though. Like, because, like, people dying, I guess for the average person, you might look at it like, I don't want to see that every night. But that might not be a nightmare to everybody. Or the worst thing that they could see. Yeah. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe the worst thing for you is you being a kid and remembering when you got beat every day.
Yeah.
Because that was a lot of trauma in that point. But if that's me and I can be rich when it's like, that kind of was my life, it's like, I'm going to wake up and be fine. I don't know. It depends on how you're looking at it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it depends on the person. Some people can handle certain things, other people can't. And I couldn't
I'm sure it'll probably be one of them. I mean, it's only for a year, too, though.
No, thanks. I couldn't do it.
After a year, you saved, you found Jesus, and you still got this money, bro. You still got this money.
No. I'm having a horrible day every day. Depressed. Anxiety.
Let me put your...
For 365, but on 366,
no, sir.
Getting your groove back with Tay Diggs and
I'm checking in somewhere now. Now I can't even enjoy my money.
Checking into the Groove Hotel.
Bye. Yeah, Groove Hotel.
Tay Diggs, now you lit.
All right. Did you ever sneak out during your childhood? Why did you get caught? This ain't a good one. Did I sneak out?
Nah, she don't remember. Come on, man. She only saying this because certain people might watch this.
This is funny because this is tying into our life. Technically, we kind of snuck out. Not really snuck out.
What you mean we?
It was Sherelle's birthday, and we were at a hotel.
Oh my God!
Snitching.
I'm not gonna go
too much business. How you know she wanted that out?
I'm not gonna go all into it, but we really didn't go anywhere. We wanted to just do other stuff. And we was being cheap, so we was like, "Oh, we want to go to the bowling alley." Some guys we went to school with, can y'all come get us? Because we ain't trying to spend our money. Because we trying to pocket our money and spend our money on other things, and we got in trouble because we got caught. And the boys put us over.
Yeah, so we had a nerve to get caught.
Yes.
Because the police put us over.
We was almost at the hotel, too. We was right up the street.
Yeah.
I was like, really? But that's the only time, like, snuck out, I guess. You could, you know. But that's it.
Snuck out.
I was a good kid. I didn't do stuff like that.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I didn't
just try to involve other
Anyways,
people.
All right.
Come on, man, with your plea bargain.
Please.
That's the same thing Gunna doing, man.
No. So our ending discussion is we want to talk about friendships and how it has evolved over time. Like, what are the things that you've done to basically help your friendships evolve and stand the test of time? Mm-hmm. So who wants to go first? You want to go first?
Dionte can go first.
Okay,
I'm going to go first because I don't really... My relationships with my friends necessarily haven't really evolved in that sense. I mean, they evolve in the sense that everybody is like dads and everybody kind of understands kind of, I guess, where everyone is in this stage of their life. So it's a lot less of everybody seeing each other. It's a lot more planning. And it's stuff that, you know, dudes don't do.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
I mean, I guess it's
like an unspoken thing, but y'all have just done it. Like, this is, y'all still friends, but y'all still find a way.
Yeah, because, you know, like I said, with you being a parent and being a spouse in most relationships, dudes is married with kids, it's like, you kind of got to make time to see your friend at that point.
Yeah.
So.
That's still evolving.
Yeah.
I guess so.
What about you?
For me, it's kind of like that, but like essentially our friendship has evolved over time because I moved to Florida, and I moved to Florida literally when you were like 9 months pregnant because Sophia was born the same month that I moved, and she literally waited to come until I was gone.
Until you was gone,
But so through like time, we've been friends since we was in the 7th grade.
Oh my God,
that's crazy. That's also a blessing.
That was a lot of white DCs.
A lot of and black DCs.
A lot of white DCs and black DCs in micro.
But no, so like I moved. You had a daughter. I got sick. I feel like you know, like we both kind of like like struggle with like work and family and just so many different things, and to kind of like have the distance but still almost feel like tighter than ever is like super important. So communication is always what it's going to be. I feel like we make the effort to reach out to each other, to know what's going on in each other's lives, and it's just like the effort.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
There you go. That word.
Yeah. What
about you? Obviously along the same lines. My biggest thing is the reason why I feel like our friendship has evolved over time has been because of the type of people we are. Because I feel like the reason why this happens and people don't evolve, I don't think it's because necessarily that individually that they're bad people. I just think, I hate to say this like this, but I think some people aren't mature enough where they understand like everything isn't about them. And I think that's what it takes to really be a good friend to somebody and just be their friend throughout life, because you selfishly be like, all right, you have this going on and I have to find a way to meet you where you're at. It's not always you meet me where I'm at. It's like, no, we're going to meet each other in the middle and, you know what I'm saying, find a way because we value each other. And I think that's what we have done to kind of stay friends, basically, because it's like we both accept where we're at individually in life. We never tried to be like, oh, or you used to be able to do this, now you can't. It's like, well, girl, like I'm in my 30s now. Like it's just, it's a different setup, you know. I don't hold you accountable for things you can't do and vice versa. And that's just kind of how it's worked. It's, to me, I feel like just maturity and understanding where each other is at in life.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yes. Look, child, we'll be in here crying. Okay?
One more thing. I think it's also important to have a strong foundation. I feel like me and NiJa have literally always kind of been like night and day. Like NiJa was always like a homebody. I was always outside. And
out here in the streets.
No, not the streets. Like
not for the streets.
Not for the streets.
Not for the streets. Yeah.
You know,
It's
like,
different.
Not of the world, in the world.
Hello?
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Uh-huh.
But we just had this really genuine friendship. Like, it was just kind of like we could be at home, just chilling, watching movies, girl singing.
Oh, my God.
And that's what our friendship was just based on, like, real love for each other. It wasn't based on, oh, we going out drinking. We going out doing this. So when I moved away, it's like the foundation was always what it has always been. You know, like
that's
we didn't need anything extra to be like besties, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that is very true. Oh, my God. I told y'all we'll be up here crying. And Dionte be sitting here like, okay, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, it's a foundation of everything.
Yeah.
And friendships, relationships.
Yes,
you know,
so. But it's interesting to hear a dude's response and women's response to things. Like, we tend to talk things out a lot more, and that's how we got to where we're at. Men are just kind of like, okay, we all got kids. See you, I guess, next week.
Yeah.
It's like, it's something that they don't talk about, but we do.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So anyways, guys, that is all that we have today. Comment down below and tell us how your friendships have evolved. And then also 2022 is about to end. So we also want to know, what are the things that you want to leave in 2022? Because we're going to be discussing that in the next podcast. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all in the next one.
For sure.
Bye.